Our correspondent Nick Hyam spent the morning at the Cenotaph and has been speaking to veterans who took part in the march.
Well, 10,000 veterans and civilians marched down Whitehall past the Cenotaph after the 2-minute silence to lay their wreaths, and they marched round through Parliament Square and came out here onto Horse Guards Parade, and the last of them are just dispersing now on their way to lunch. Among those veterans, 2 members, one current member, one former member of the King's Royal Hussars, and 2 brothers, Chris Nowell and Staff Sergeant James Nowell, both served in Afghanistan. Chris, you were very badly injured in Afghanistan, weren't you?
Basically, I was. We had a bit of a moment of silence in the morning, and it was an RPG which hit a wall behind me.
You were blinded?
I fractured my skull, and they removed my occipital lobe, which left me severely blind. Yeah.
And James, you're still serving with the King's Royal Hussars, and you two have been in Afghanistan not so long ago, I think.
I was in the same tour with Chris as well, and then the regiment just came back last year as well.
Now, what does a day like this mean to serving soldiers and to veterans like yourself? James first.
It gives us a time to remember our dead and all the people that are still out there serving at the moment and carrying out the same thing as what we are now.
Do you feel proud or do you feel sad on a day like this?
A mixture of both, I suppose. You feel proud to be serving for your country and also sad for the people that have lost their lives serving their country as well.
Chris, what went through your mind as you observed the 2-minute silence there standing in Whitehall, and then as you marched past the Cenotaph with those 10,000 other veterans?
You see it on TV, but you don't realise just how amazing an experience it is. To be walking with my brother and fellow members of the Blind Veterans UK, it is an amazing experience. It's just been something you can't explain. And to be with Blind Veterans UK now, and they've really looked after me and my family, and just made everything a lot easier for me.
It is very moving. Like you, I've watched it on television, but when you're actually here for the first time, it's extraordinary, and the silence continues even after the 2-minute silence has finished.
Yeah, it's such an eerie silence, and you're right, them 2 minutes just seem like to go forever.
OK, James and Chris Nowell, thank you both very much indeed, and from here on Horse Guards Parade, back to you in the studio.
Nick Hyam there. At Camp Bastion.